You spend a lifetime taking care of others' children, grandchildren, friends, even strangers. But somewhere along the way, you stop caring for yourself with the same tenderness. I once sat at a kitchen table with 4 people, all over 70, and asked them a simple question. If you could go back 20 years, what would you change about your health? For a moment, no one said a word. Then Judith, 78, quietly said, I wouldn't have ignored the tiredness. I thought it was just age, but it was my body begging for help. Richard, 74, looked down and admitted, I wish I had paid more attention to what I ate. Not just avoiding junk, but truly giving my body what it needed. And the last man, his voice almost broke, I regret not asking for help. From my doctor, my wife, even my kids. I waited too long because I didn't want to face the truth. And it cost me. These aren't stories of crisis. They're quiet truths spoken in hindsight, with clarity only time can give. In this video, we'll explore the 3 health regrets seniors mention most often, and how you can gently avoid them, starting now. Because aging doesn't mean losing control. It means learning to listen again. And before we begin, I'd love to hear from you. What's one thing you wish you'd done differently for your health? Share it below. Your words might be exactly what someone else needs today. When we think about aging, we often picture gray hair and reading glasses, but aging is so much more than that. It's about changes we don't always talk about: the quiet stiffness in your knees, the growing stack of prescriptions on the kitchen shelf, or the way you wake up tired even after a full night's rest. Today, we're talking about something most seniors carry silently: regret. But not the kind that brings shame. The kind that opens the door to clarity and maybe even change. This story isn't here to judge. It's here to offer a second chance to anyone willing to listen. These are the 3 most common health regrets that people over 70 quietly confess. And the good news? It's never too late to shift direction. The truth is, health doesn't disappear in a single moment. It fades in small ways: skipped checkups, forgotten vitamins, too many nights eating alone in silence. And over time, what felt like minor neglect becomes a bigger weight. But here's something we don't hear enough. Regret is just a sign that your heart still wants better, that your body still hopes, and that means it's not too late. This isn't about chasing youth. It's about reclaiming the peace that comes from feeling strong in your own skin, ignoring subtle fatigue. Judith, who we mentioned earlier, always assumed being tired was just part of aging. But when her granddaughter started noticing that Judith napped through every Sunday visit, they went to the doctor. It turned out she had undiagnosed sleep apnea and low B12 levels, both treatable. Judith told me, if I had spoken up earlier, I could have had years of better mornings. Fatigue isn't just about needing rest. It's a signal, a quiet alarm your body rings when something deeper is out of balance. Whether it's thyroid issues, heart trouble, or even depression, it's worth listening to. And when Judith finally got her energy back, she didn't start running marathons. She just started enjoying mornings again, making her tea, tending to her roses, calling her sister to chat. Those small things became sacred again. Not nourishing the body properly, Richard spent most of his life avoiding sweets and fried foods. He thought he was doing fine, but he didn't know that his body, now in his 70s, needed more of certain things like calcium, magnesium, and healthy fats to protect his joints and brain. When he started eating more intentionally nuts, leafy greens, oily fish, he said, he didn't feel younger, but he felt steadier, clearer, less brittle. It wasn't just about adding foods in. It was also about understanding how the body after 70 changes, how digestion slows, how nutrient absorption decreases, and how, despite eating 3 meals a day, you might still be undernourished. Richard's turning point came when he read a small article in a library magazine about brain health. He started tweaking just one meal a day breakfast, swapped white toast for whole grain, added blueberries, a handful of walnuts, and boiled eggs. 6 months later, he told me, "It's like the fog in my head lifted." Waiting too long to ask for help. Then there's Samuel, 76, a proud man, never one to complain. His knees hurt, his vision was blurry, but he kept saying, "I'm fine." By the time he finally saw a doctor, he had advanced glaucoma and severe joint degeneration. What hurt him most wasn't the diagnosis. It was the realization that his silence had cost him time. He told his daughter, "I thought asking for help made me weak. Now I see it would have given me more time to enjoy life." Asking for help isn't surrender, it's wisdom. And sometimes it's the bravest thing you can do. Samuel eventually joined a local support group for men over 60 dealing with health changes. He said the first time he walked into that room, he felt 10 years lighter, not because his body was healed, but because he finally let go of the weight of pretending. He didn't need help. These regrets don't define a person. They remind us that the body speaks, the heart remembers, and the years we have left are still full of possibility. Judith now walks every morning. Richard has become the chef in his house. And Samuel? He writes letters to his grandchildren every week, reminding them to listen to their bodies and never wait too long. There's something sacred in that, a quiet wisdom that comes with age. If you're watching this, maybe part of these stories feels like yours. And if that's true, then know this. Every small change you make now, whether it's speaking up, eating better, or resting more, is a gift to your future self. A chance to rewrite the next chapter with more energy, less pain, and more joy in the ordinary. If this story stirred something in you, I'd love to hear from you. What's one thing you've changed or wish you had about your health? Your story matters. It might be the encouragement someone else is waiting for. And if you found comfort here, consider subscribing. We share more quiet, honest stories to help make the journey after 61 of strength, grace, and hope.